The finale of The Price of Confession pulls every hidden thread tight, exposing betrayals, sacrifices, and the truth behind Se-hun's murder. What unfolds is a haunting end where guilt is revealed, justice is imperfect, and freedom comes at an unbearable cost. The Price of Confession finale opens by drifting back a few months, to a lively university celebration where Young-in proudly introduces Soo-yeon to director Kim, only for the atmosphere to subtly shift when Seo-won and Ki-dae arrive. The director showcases a valuable painting donated by Young-in and his wife, credited to the artist Sokoboko, but the moment turns uneasy when Ki-dae reveals that the artwork may have been plagiarized from an apprentice, instantly planting doubt in director Kim's mind and damaging his perception of Young-in. After the event, Young-in relentlessly tries to contact Ki-dae, especially after the courts later ruled that the artist was not guilty of plagiarism, expecting an apology for the stain left on his reputation, yet Ki-dae coldly ignores every call and visit. Frustration finally boils over when Soo-young storms into Ki-dae's studio, refusing to let the issue be brushed aside. Back in the present, Dong-hun and the others search the house where Dong-uk was attacked and uncover his phone, realizing the disturbing truth that Young-in was the one who sent the photos. As the tension peaks, On reveals in the car that she has known about Young-in all along, exposing him as the sender of the threatening messages to Yoon-soo and bringing up the seemingly insignificant boy who once took care of Se-hun's cats. A small detail that suddenly ties everything together and pushes the story toward its chilling conclusion. Who killed Se-hun? The truth finally surfaces through a haunting flashback that shows Amon confronting the boy moments after leaving the hospital, demanding to know what he witnessed. His phone, unknowingly linked to the pet cam, recorded everything. The first brutal attempt by Yoon-soo to kill Se-hun, followed by the real horror, Young-in, cloaked in black, stepping in and finishing the act. Amon plays the full video for Yoon-soo, leaving no room for doubt. At the hospital, Dong-uk presents detectives with the edited footage Young-in sent, showing only Yoon-soo's attack, but minutes later Dong-hun and Jong-gu receive the complete video from Yoon-soo, exposing the truth. When Yoon-soo calls, Jong-gu confirms they now know Young-in is the real killer and urges her to work with them, but she abruptly ends the call, needing answers of her own. She and Amon rush to Young-in's studio, only to find him already there, desperately searching for Ki-dae's original artwork, the print carrying the extra fingerprint. As Amon hides, Young-in explodes at Yoon-soo, blaming her for destroying their carefully laid plan. Another flashback reveals how panic consumed the couple after Amon's confession, driving them to stalk Yoon-soo and secretly photograph her, until the final truth becomes undeniable. It was Young-in who killed Se-hun, and before leaving, he stole the pet cam, believing he had erased the evidence forever. Does Amon die? Back in the present, the sound of Amon's ringing phone gives her away, dragging her out of hiding and straight into chaos. A struggle breaks out, and in seconds Young-in has her trapped, a knife pressed to her throat as he issues threats and forces Yoon-soo to pour fluid over Ki-dae's original print, destroying the last piece of evidence. Desperate, he orders Yoon-soo to kill Amon so they can both escape, but Yoon-soo refuses. When Yoon-soo asks why she helped her in the first place, Amon finally answers, because Yoon-soo still has a life waiting for her. Then, in a shocking act of control and sacrifice, Amon takes Young-in's knife and stabs herself. Just as Jong-gu and Dong-hun burst into the room, Yoon-soo lunges toward Young-in in rage, and in her final strength, Amon pulls the knife free and drives it into Young-in instead. Yoon-soo catches Amon as she collapses, bleeding out in her arms, asking through tears why she did it. Amon doesn't answer, she quietly slips away, sealing the truth with her life. Does Yoon-soo return to prison? The story then shifts to the courtroom, where the silence is broken as the full, unedited video from Se-hun's pet cam is finally played for everyone to see. Jong-gu explains that Yoon-soo had no real choice when she agreed to work with Amon, framing her actions as desperation rather than malice. After hearing the truth, the judge delivers the verdict. Yoon-soo is found not guilty of Ki-dae's murder, and for the remaining charges, she is given a suspended sentence, allowing her to walk free and return home at last. A final flashback reveals the quiet act that tipped the scales. Ko Dong-uk handing Dong-hun a petition written in Yoon-soo's favor, a gesture that ultimately influences the judge's decision. In the aftermath, Dong-uk admits that everything might have ended differently if Se-hun had faced his punishment, while Dong-hun confesses his own flaw, that he had become consumed by the belief that Yoon-soo was the killer, blinded by obsession until the truth finally came to light. What happens to Jin Young-in and his wife? Jin Young-in doesn't survive the violent confrontation in the studio, but his death doesn't bring the full truth to light, at least not immediately. A flashback reveals Soo-yeon calmly cutting up Ki-dae's artwork in the gallery, believing she has destroyed the last trace of evidence, unaware that the piece had more than one version. Back in the present, Dong-hun presents her with a test print of the artwork and explains that the fingerprint on it matches hers. When he questions her about her watch, the same shape as the impression Yoon-soo noticed in the studio, Soo-yeon claims it now rests with her husband's ashes. Asked directly if she killed Ki-dae, she shifts the blame entirely onto Young-in. But another flashback exposes the truth. It was Soo-yeon who lost control and killed Ki-dae after he insulted them. Young-in then ordered her to leave, stayed behind to erase the scene with etching solution, and switched the knives, ensuring the evidence would point elsewhere. He was still there when Yoon-soo arrived, completing the deception. In the present, Dong-hun quietly reveals that the evidence no longer lies. Everything now points to Soo-yeon as the real killer. How does the price of confession end? Sometime later, Yoon-soo and Sop travel to Thailand, carrying the quiet weight of everything they've lost and survived. Sop now wears Amon's watch, a silent reminder of the sacrifice that set them free. Together, they visit the school built where the refugee camp once stood, then walk to the spot where Amon used to sit with her friend, laughing and passing time. There, they gently hang her watch on a nearby sign, leaving it behind like a final goodbye, and walk away without looking back. The story closes by returning to a softer memory, Ki-dae and Yoon-soo's wedding day, where So-hae and So-mang pass by, and Yoon-soo smiles and waves at them, a quiet image of peace that contrasts the darkness before, signaling an end not defined by guilt, but by remembrance and release.